Well, it looks like I'm live. Because I'm doing this from my computer, I can't share it. I want to see if I can hear myself through my phone to see. Okay, at least the volume is working on the video, so that's good. At least I'm live and the picture seems okay, and I'm not like spinning or stuck like I usually am. So hopefully everybody is having a good day. I actually just went through all my like Facebook posts and stuff that are like on this day, so many years ago, whatever kind of post, and I found a bunch of like St. Patrick's Day things, and I recorded 2 looks using the Aquarius palette or the Pisces palette on Friday, but for whatever reason, my phone wouldn't it would record for a minute and then it would stop and it would say that there was no memory on it or that it was full or data. There was something wrong with my data. I'm like, what? And I looked and my phone was like 28 gigs out of 64 gigs empty. Or like I had 28.5 gigs used out of 64 gigs on my phone. I'm like, well, there's plenty of space. What do you mean that it's full? So I had those issues on Friday. I tried to live stream. Whether it was the internet, my computer, YouTube, whatever, it kept crashing. Tried to live stream from my phone, like after my computer live stream crashed, it wouldn't even load. So I'm wondering if it was YouTube. And I've been like editing and editing and editing and editing videos like crazy. I've got a bunch of them. Video that went up at noon yesterday. We have this box to open. This is the full-size grains because I plan on putting it in the rat cage for them to use. But this is the sample box to show you how thick it is compared to that one. The other one is definitely more than double the size. So I can put this on in the rat cage and they'll have fun chewing the hell out of it. I ended up, because the little remote that I've been using with my camera for my phone to like record and take pictures and that kind of stuff, I dropped it Friday. It like the green board that was inside of it came out. Well, I got that working again today. After this arrived, I ended up ordering, it was a little tripod. It came with a remote and it came with a phone clip and a little, like carry bag. I guess I can put all this stuff back in here. The remote, I finally, after like 2 hours, I finally was able to get it to pair with my device. And then I decided I'd check the red one that I have that I've been using, and now it started working again. I'm like, son of a... So I now have 2 working remotes, which is fine. But then they sent me this clip to go with my phone, just to give you an idea of how wide my phone is. And this little thing, you're supposed to be able to like slide it out, but that's literally as far as it slides out. Even if my phone was like completely naked with no case on it, this is as far as it goes. My phone is like 3.5 inches. Yeah, 3.5 inches exactly. And this goes, let's see, the inside of this goes to, I got my finger in the way. Let me switch fingers here. 3 inches exactly. So I'm measuring from what is on the top all the way to like the base where the phone would fit. So this goes a little bit more than 3 inches. By itself, it goes to 2.25 inches is how big it is on the inside. And this is supposed to fit like an iPhone 8 and up. I'm like, seriously? I don't even think my iPhone 4 would fit in this. So this was a joke. And this isn't even what I was supposed to get. I was supposed to get one of these that kind of looks like this on the bottom, but it's got like wire, a wire fitting on the one side with a little pull knob. And so this won't fit my phone. I doubt it'll fit even my old phones and stuff. So that was kind of a bust. But I ordered it Friday. I used what money was left over on a gift card that a subscriber had given me. They're also a friend. So they had given me for like my birthday a Amazon gift card, and I, loaded the money onto Amazon, and I had bought, I think, a shampoo and conditioner with some of the money, and then there was like $11 and change left over. This little guy was like $13.99, and then it had I had like $5.95 in shipping because I don't have Amazon Prime. So my dad does, but I don't on my account. So I ended up paying like $6 for shipping. So I ended up using all of the gift card balance and then a little bit of YouTube money to pay for that. I did record with it today. It's about 8 inches shorter than I would like for the stool that I sit on. So I tried pushing it back, and then I tried tilting it because it has a tilt feature on it, which is nice. It even has a little level on it so that you're recording on a level surface, and it doesn't weigh anything. I think my pen right here weighs more than that little tripod. I mean, the thing weighs absolutely nothing. It's aluminum, so I wasn't expecting it to weigh a whole lot, but I don't know. I thought it was interesting that how it was so light. So we'll see. Like I said, I recorded these looks with it. We'll see how that turns out when I pull it into my editor. I've got them uploading off my phone to Dropbox. I've got 14 video files total to upload. Sorry, there was a tweet I replied to, and somebody, it was about pen pals. And I don't know if anybody remembers back in the day about pen pals or not, but when I was in high school, I had one in France, in Nantes, France, and I would write to her in French, and then she would write back to me in English because it was part of like an exchange kind of program that we did in high school where it was supposed to better our communication skills in their native language. And then what they do when they write us back is they will, their teachers would take a photocopy of our letter, and then they would write out the corrections, and the people that we were pen pals with would write out the corrections for it. So we were pen pals like all the way from like 10th grade until I was about 25. I had another one that lived in Toronto that I used to mail letters and stuff back and forth. But I remember back when I was a kid, back in the 80s, we had those like highlights magazines my mom used to get. And I always thought it was the coolest thing. Like you could get pen pals and stuff from there. And I really enjoyed, like writing letters and sending letters to people. The only time I get mail anymore is like the Ulta catalogs that I get in the mail, or like junk, or I end up getting like crap from like solicitation emails, or I mean mail. So I miss actually receiving like letters from people. And I used to get like one or two random like Christmas cards or holiday cards or whatever, once a year. And a friend of mine who helped me out quite a few years ago, his family used to send me holiday cards, but they stopped doing that about a year and a half ago. And I actually have, let me see, I've got all this stuff in the way. I have like boxes and boxes of stuff that's not out here. I don't know if it's in this drawer or if it's in the other drawer. But these are like really old. It's like colored, like it's like a light blue colored sheet of paper, and then I've got like the fancy envelopes that go with it. And then I've got like nice stationery, and these are prints that I actually bought. I've got a couple of these, and I love this art style. Come on, camera, focus. And I think she's sending, this is a Jessica Grundy art piece. Actually, this was a card somebody enjoyed receiving letters and stuff, especially as a kid from a whole other country. I just thought it was like the greatest thing next to sliced bread. But you know, I'm easily amused by things, I guess you could say. But I kind of miss getting an actual, you know, physical like envelope in the mail with a letter from somebody that actually took the time to, you know, hand write a letter. It's not like an electronic communication. I can't find the actual, oh, duh, it's in the drawer above. Here's a whole pack of, oh, these are old-fashioned baby shower cards. God, these things are ancient. But I've got, there's some actual stationery stuff there. But I've got like an entire drawer full of things, and I have like these little cards here with the butterflies on them because I love butterflies. And they're just blank inside, and I have the matching envelopes, and I've got so much stationery, it's not even funny. Because I used to really enjoy writing to people and sending letters and whatnot. So I thought it was really cool that somebody else misses those kinds of things too. I used to have pen pals, and she missed it, and she asked if I would want her to write to me and stuff like that. I just think that's cool. I mean, somebody that doesn't know me at all, that lives in a whole other country from me, somewhere I've never been, somewhere that I will probably never be able to go because I don't have a passport nor the money to go to somewhere like that. But I would love to go to the UK because the majority of my DNA ancestry stuff comes from there. It comes from Ireland and Scotland, Wales, England, France, Germany, Norway, Sweden, and Switzerland. So the majority, oh, and a little bit of France. The majority of my DNA is like Germany, North, and then the UK. So I would love to be able to go there and see the countries. I've always loved the way that the landscape looks in Ireland, and of course the landscape in Scotland looks a lot like what I'm used to here in Florida. But I hear even in the summer it is like one of our coldest days of the year here in Florida is about what they get to in spring weather. And then like our spring and like our spring weather here, which is cold to me, is like their summer weather. So I would probably freeze in the UK. I think the hottest somebody said that the UK gets during the year is like 80 degrees. And I get cold below 75 degrees. So anything 75 and below, I'm like cold. Anything below 70 and I'm freezing. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I see people running around in like shorts and a tank top in like 60-degree weather there. And I'm like just looking at the picture freezing. You know, I just can't. And it's 64 here today. And I went and I took my shorts off and got into like fuzzy sleep pants because I had to go outside for a minute, and we don't have much sun. It's kind of like overcast here right now, and it feels like it's sprinkling, like it's raining, but it's not. It's kind of like a mix between a fog and a mist and like a really light pattering of rain outside right now. So it's really kind of weird, the whole everything that's going on outside. So I was going to go outside and take some pictures of my makeup looks that I did. You can't stay outside for more than a few minutes without being like freezing and shivering and that kind of thing. And I think when I was outside last, it was 64 degrees. So I don't know how I'd survive in Europe, let alone in the UK, because I don't do cold very well. I had to bring my cat back in. He just got on the tub by the front door. Bubbies. Bubby. Hey, Bubbers. What's the matter, bud? Kitty, kitty. I'm getting the finger look. You know, the look that's like, dude, I'm like trying to nap. So anyways, I know it is St. Patrick's Day. I do have a video going up, any clothing on that's green. I mean, I'm wearing a turquoise top, but I mean, that's more blue than green. My makeup is green. It's dark in here. Even with the light on in here next to my computer, which is right behind the webcam, it still looks dark in here. And if I turn the lights on that are in here, these lights that are inside the drop cloth, it's like all it does is light up behind me and makes everything in front of it dark. I was like, not what I had in mind. So it's okay. It is what it is. I was thinking about editing another video, but I might just bum it and play a video game until my video that premieres at 5, and then I'll be in chat for that video. I'm not alone. But I know people have lives, and it is Sunday, and people, they do stuff on Sunday. It is amazing how much darker my face is compared to my hand. I am never using that face wash again. But I come in for a second and then they leave. Oh, update on hair. The update video for my hair will be coming up soon. I do have my haircut scheduled for April 11th. So I will be recording that. Not only me, but the hairdresser who's doing my hair will be recording it. So that will be a process, but I need to do like the actual hair update video to show you how long it is to, I mean, and my hair is, pretty long. When I sit down, it sits on my lap. So ask me if I'd cut my hair to here, and just to give you an idea of what that would look like. So that is basically what I would look like if my hair was chin length. And I think that's way too short, especially with the fact that I'm constantly doing this. It just wouldn't leave me. And I've got like baby hairs that are longer than that. I mean, these are like the baby hairs that have grown in the front. I've got some up here that are shorter. I've got shorter pieces than that. But I mean, even here would be too short for me. I don't know. I'm debating on some things, and I'm going to be putting together a video of haircut options and haircut styles and that kind of thing. So, and I have talked about it with the hairdresser. She knows what I have in mind. She knows what's going on, that kind of thing. And so she understands, and she's seen a couple of my videos on YouTube. So she knows how much hair I've got, how thick it is, how long it is, that kind of stuff. So hopefully my hair isn't too difficult for her to work with. I haven't had anybody but myself cut my hair for the past decade, and even before that, I never let Caucasian women cut my hair because they always screwed my hair up. It's kind of hard to like describe your hair texture to somebody who has only worked on like one certain type of hair. And thankfully for me, in all the years that I did hair, I got to work on anybody and everybody that walked through the door. I've worked on the girls that worked at the nail salon, that, you know, the Vietnamese girls. I've worked on their hair. I have worked on all kinds of different Oriental hair types from varying countries. I have worked on different Hispanic hair types. I have worked on very ethnic hair types. I even had a client that came in. She was born in Africa, and so I got to do her hair, which was, it was nice. And then I did used to do her daughter's hair and stuff like that. So I worked on a wide variety of hair types, and I think that that gave me the ability to understand how hair works and how it lays and the different textures of hair and how the actual hair shaft is shaped. Some people's hair shaft is shaped a lot differently than others. And I enjoyed the fact that I had that type of hands-on knowledge. But a lot of the hairdressers, especially in the area that I am, granted, we've got Hispanic people that live here. We have people from like Jamaica and Africa and Europe and all kinds of different countries, but they only work on one particular type of hair, and that's all they know. So I've always been worried about somebody getting their hands on my hair and then not understanding that my hair is like a cross between a Native American's hair and a Puerto Rican's hair. And granted, there are like 4 or 5 different Puerto Rican hair types that I personally have worked with, and they're all different. You have the coarse, you have the medium shaft, you've got the curly, you've got the coily, you've got the wavy. So they're all different textures of hair, all from one place. And it also has to do with, okay, well, where their parents from South America, were they from Europe, like Spain, where their parents, you know, initially immigrants from like Africa that were brought there as slaves? I mean, do they have like that? The some people that are there from like Haiti and stuff like that. So they all have different hair types. So just because I say Puerto Rican hair, I don't mean they all have the same hair type. They certainly don't. But my hair is like a standard wavy, coarse, thick Puerto Rican hairstyle, but it also acts like Native American hair. And some Native Americans, depending on where you live in the country, some Native Americans have very thin, fine hair. Some, especially here in Florida, there's like 2 or 3 different tribes here that were here before the Seminoles ran them out that have different hair textures as well. And then, of course, you have the Native Americans that intermixed with the Europeans, so their hair is different as well. And you figure, you know, my dad's dad was from Germany. Um, so I've got a lot of different things going on with my hair and the texture of it. So it'll be interesting to see what she thinks when she first gets her hands on my hair for the haircut, because she hasn't touched my hair yet. She hasn't felt it, so she doesn't know what she's really getting herself into. I mean, it can be really easy to cut if you know how to cut it, but it's super easy to screw it up as well. So it'll be an experience, but I will be taking you guys along for the ride. Oh, and in case you're wondering what my cup says, it says 50 Shades of I Don't Give a Shit. I use the same cup for like a week and wash it out every time I need to refill it, that kind of thing. And after a week, I put it in the dishwasher and get another one out. So it is what it is. But I think I'm going to go, I don't know, I'll either log into World of Warcraft or Neverwinter and play that for a little while. I am rendering a video right now. Oh, it looks like it's finished. I did a comparison video yesterday. I'm surprised my phone actually recorded that. But anyways, I will see you guys later. Hopefully you have a good St. Patrick's Day and that you are safe and don't drink and drive. If you do drink, don't drive. I don't care if you've only had a little bit. A little bit is enough to intoxicate your brain enough to make your decisions a little bit slower. So if you do drink, be safe and don't drive. And I will see you guys later.